Here's why you need to get intentional about the people you take out on dates. So most people go to college anywhere from between like 2 to 8 years, right? And they spend all this time preparing for their career, homework, studying, all these hours, right? They're not even actually engaged in the career. They're just preparing for it, okay? And there's no guarantee that they stay in that career forever. Eventually they're going to retire. They might do a lateral move. And, you're putting in 2 to 8 years of preparation just for this thing that isn't necessarily like a solid bet. And yet, out of all the married couples that you know, how many of them dated for years on end, for 2 to 8 years, going out every single weekend, getting really intentional and thoughtful about the person they're going to spend the rest of their life with? Because at least marriage is supposed to be forever, right? Whereas a career, you can retire early, etc. How many people do you know that have actually dated that long? And if people answered honestly, almost no one would be able to say, yeah, I went out every single weekend for like a year straight, and I was really thoughtful about the kind of person I wanted to meet. And then lo and behold, I met them. No, instead what happens is they pluck the low-hanging fruit off the tree, and now they've got somebody relatively attractive that's attracted to them that now they can have sex with and have kids with and start their family, right? And they say, this is good enough. But this is the same reason that so many people get divorced, okay? So many people don't end up lasting because they haven't actually took a deep look at whether or not their values are shared, okay? They haven't actually investigated that beyond, just kind of the surface level, all right? And people don't last for that reason. And what's worse is that they'll be together for decades, they'll have kids, et cetera, and then have to end it later because they didn't do the work on the front end to make sure that they were a proper match. And so you need to get really intentional about the search that you're going on, right? Now, you can have fun with dating. Dating should be fun, right? You can hang out, hook up, have a good time, okay? But there's 2 buckets that you're going to put people in when you're taking them out on dates. One is the, friends with benefits bucket, and one is the actual relationship prospect bucket. And so you need to understand what criteria differentiates them between each other, and not just to make your parents happy or to make society happy. What kind of person is actually going to match you as a perfect fit to go into that relationship bucket? And so to answer this question, basically what you have to do is pull out a pen and paper, and you're going to brainstorm out at least 20 qualities of what you would like to see in that perfect partner, right? So everything from looks to personality to values, everything that you want to see in that perfect partner. Once you're done with the brainstorming process, you're going to rank them in order, okay? So 1 all the way through 20, et cetera. And your top 5 are going to be non-negotiable. So in order for somebody to actually be a realistic relationship prospect for you, they have to meet those top 5 qualities that you've already predetermined before you ever even taken that person out. So this enables you to be the person that's actually choosy, whereas a lot of guys, just chase women. They're just eager to do anything to get the attractive girl to go home with them and hang out with them, right? But this puts you in a position of being able to choose, okay? And now you can confidently reject some women or put them in the friends with benefits bucket only because you have criteria upon which that you can safely establish that person that you're willing to cut off all your abundance for, that person that you're willing to basically spend the rest of your life with, okay? Cutting off all the other girls, and just hunkering down and saying, you know what? Yeah, I'm tying myself in with you. You can make that decision in a confident way.